Now, this is McKenna Law Firm. Their law firm services here at McKenna Law Firm Administration Office, COVID-19 Policy Regulation. This Craftsman Platinum 7.25 service here at the Craftsman, which is a 7.25 190 cc 600 RPM. That's SAAJ 1940. Now, the service they have for this awesome individual craftsman now the craftsman carries a COVID-19 policy regulation on the Briggs. And a COVID-19 policy regulation on Briggs. BriggsandStratton.com. That's BRIGGS and AND Stratton STRATTON.com. Now that 1500 050856795576. That's 1500-0508-5679-576. That's BriggsandStratton.com. BRIGG Sand SAND STRATTON.com. Since they recommend this service, Mr. McKenna Law Firm Office here at McKenna Law Office Administration COVID-19 Policy Regulation and Service Center, let's carry this implemented service at McKenna Law Firm. And that beautiful individual at the McKenna Law Firm, the Easy Walk, the service they have with COVID-19 Policy Regulation and Services, carrying the exhibit order of the COVID-19 policy regulation, and that service they have at Office Max in our portfolio that covers implemented service of that COVID-19 policy regulation and services. McKenna Law Office, Luke. Remember, that's LUKE. MCKEN, John Luke McKenna, 704 East Olive, 509-765-4451, Muslake, Washington, 509-765-6119, McKennaLawOffice.com. Luke at McKennaLawOffice.com. Office. And you know the Grant County Assessor. Now, Bobby Perkuski. Grant County Courthouse, 509-754-2011, extension 2611. Cell phone number, 509-237-4240. Chief Deputy Assessor. Now, Matt Hope, Interim Chief Appraiser, 509-754-2011, extension 2624, P.O. Box 37, Fredo Watch 98823. Now, Danny Stone. Now, Danny Stone carries this exhibit COVID-19 Policy Regulation and Service Center. And this COVID-19 policy Grant County Courthouse that upholds P.O. Box 37, Fredo, Washington. 98823. Phone number 754-2011, extension 2901. Its cell phone number 509-770-9 855. Fax 509-754-6098. Now, Rob Jones, Commissioner, District 2, Grant County Courthouse, 509-754-2011, extension 2901, cell phone number 509-770-9848, fax 509-754-6098. And remember, that is R. Jones at Grant County WaGov, www.grantcounty.gov. Remember, Danny Stone. And Danny Stone, that's DESTON at Grant County WaGov. Grant County WaGov. That's Danny Stone. Matt Hope. And that's Matt MPHOPE at Grant County WaGov. And Bob Kuski. Remember, that email is Bob BIPOPLAWSKI at Grant County WaGov. So you got emails and their names. Now, Carol Rivera, Deputy Assessor Clerk. And that's C. Rivera, RIVR at Grant County WaGov, 509-754-2011, extension 2683. P.O. Box 37, Freda, Washington. Now, Kenneth W. Chadwick. And remember, Kenneth W. Chadwick, that's his waclawfirm.com. That's email Kenneth, CHACIW. That's CHACI. Nope, it's not I. It's of course, it's a waclawfirm.com. It's a Kenneth W. Chadwick, Bar Association 33509. That's KCHA. Everybody, that's an A. That's an A. But it looks like a CI. Looks like a CI to me. That's a KCHA. Yeah, I see why this email address for Ken D. Chadwick is a typo. KCHAC. Looks like a CIWICK at waclawfirm.com, www.waclawfirm.com. Cindy Carter, Grant County Courthouse, CART at Grant County WaGov. I'm seeing typos on that. 509-754-201, extension 2901, cell phone number 509-8555-5933, fax 509-754-6098. Kurt Slinger, Human Resource Director, P.O. Box 373 C Street, Northwest, for the Wash 982, 509-754-201, extension 4902, fax 509-754-6588, KESINLGR at Grant County WaGov, well, www.grantcounty.gov. Phone recording 509-754-754-20, extension 201, fax 509-754-60181. Email Grant County Recording, Grant County WaGov, web www.grantcounty.gov. That's G. Email is to it's GCAU/recording at Grant County WaGov, 35 C Street, Northwest, P.O. Box 31, License Department. Mr. Andy Miller, Wash State Prosecutor, 509-735-359, fax 509-736-3066, Kennewick, 712 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington, 99th, Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington, U.S. Now you see the service they have. And they have their service they have at Grant County Courthouse. And Mr. Andy Miller, of course, that has this service center applying this COVID-19 policy regulation and service. Mr. McKinnon, you know, all this information that's been erased and fabricated in such a way that you gotta go in person. In this service they have at Grant County Human Resource, Larissa Perez, Benefits Payroll Specialist, PO Box 3735th, and that's 3535th. Same thing, Afraid of Washington. 509-754-201, extension 4909. Fax 509-754-6588. That's Larissa, LPREZ, at Grant County WildGov Corps. Grant County Human Resources. Wild Support, Grant County WildGov. That's Andy Miller, Attorney's Office, 712 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington, CIMARON5INC, 1400 Main Street. That's Andy Miller, 712 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington, 59735, fax 509-736. There's Andy Miller at Seaman McKenna Law Firm, 74 East Olive, 509-765-445, 509-765-60119, McKenna Law Firm.com. Now I'm playing this individual automatic download. This COVID-19 Policy Administration Officer at their McKenna Law Firm. Now this blade consists of the COVID-19 policy regulations. Now this blade carries this COVID-19 policy regulation of executive order of the COVID-19 policy serviced by the presidential primary election, consisting of Donald Trump's administration. The Trump administration, the COVID-19 policy administration, Donald Trump himself, his Rolls Royce and his jet engines, his Mueller's funeral home in Kennewick, Washington, which is J. Mueller and Rhonda Kaiser, 831 Pioneer Way, has this implied propeller RPM rate per minute. Carries this administration policy regulations, vaccinating, getting rid of COVID-19 Now this snow blade, it comes from Canada, which is Mrs. Barela. Donald Trump getting picked up the Red Lion. There's the executive order of the COVID-19, Mr. McKenna Law Firm, Mr. Andy Miller, Mr. James Norman Manus, General of the Marine Corps, Mr. of course Miley Richard. That's Mark Alexander Miley. Department of Defense, DOD, Pentagon, COVID-19 policy regulation, Mr. Donald Trump, Mr. Felix Barela, Mrs. Ivanka Barela, Mr. McKenna Law Firm, Mrs. McKenna, Mr. McKenna, Mr. Andy Miller, Mr. Andy Miller, 712 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington, of this RPM 2600, COVID-19 policy regulation, the blade, the snow blade, the snowfall from Canada all the way into Kennewick, Richland, and Moses Lake, Washington, which is the COVID-19 policy regulation, Mr. Mark Alexander Miley. Mr. Mark Miley, Alexander Mark Miley, Alexander Miley. That's Mark Alexander Miley Mark. NATO Admiral Stradoff. Now, Stradoff has been primary presidential election, also moved in from Biden, Obama, and also Biden, Obama, and of course the Trump administration office, and also Stradoff, the NATO admirals and their service for NATO Geneva Convention. This blade has been through executive COVID-19 policy regulation services, saving the COVID-19 policy regulation of the United States of America, USA branded blade, receipt and transactions, and the services of the COVID-19 for the snowfall duration of the COVID-19 policy in the belt that's connected to the engine, 2600 RPMs. Mrs. Kim Wayman, Secretary of State. Mr. Secretary of State Kim Wayman, Steve Hobb. Mr. Kim Wayman, Mrs. Kim Wayman is 83. She's a representative of the Department of Olympia, 40234 Olympia, Washington, SOS, WildGov Corps, UBI number 602-720-979. That's CIMARON5INC, banquet, party, restaurant, bar, motel. Now, this exhibit and award of service, he's a billionaire. And Mr. Andy Miller was state prosecutor, and also the Tundra that's parked in the parking lot in Andy Miller's office, where we have a new gigantic building, a civic center and service on the east side of the building, which is 825 Federal Courthouse. Mrs. Patty Miller, Mrs. Countman, Mr. Andy Miller, Miss Andrew Miller, U.S. Marshal Taylor, Sheriff Taylor, which is implementing services, Sandy Strawn, which is commissioners, and also Dick Cheney, Liz Cheney, and the Dick Cheney, and then the Constitution of the United States of America at 801 Pioneer Way, 801 Pioneer Way, which is Rhonda Kaiser Funeral Home. Rhonda, and 1401 J. Mueller, Amy Mueller, Felix Barela, in service of their service to COVID-19 policy. This aspirator in service for the jet engine and the crematorium in service implying the COVID-19 policy regulations. DOD, Mr. Mark Alexander Miley, Department of Defense of the Army. James Norman Mattis, Smiley, United States Marine Corps, and also the service of the service they have, the COVID-19, Mrs. McKinnon Law Firm, Mrs. Andy Miller and Services. United States Air Force, J. Mueller, Fort. And this is the duration of COVID and Mr. Donald Trump and Biden, and Donald Trump and Obama and their service to COVID-19. And this new gravel pit and this outlook of spreading the condensation of COVID damage to Mr.